With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Seattle. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same with... And he opted for the touchback. They go play action here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
He'll look to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
They'll try for the 1st with Walker.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Khari Blasingame taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he'll take this down to the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Six yards left on 2nd down.
11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Eluding the... And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matched?
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker. 81 yards. And the Seahawks have moved out in front.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Roth. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And some space here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first.
Williams is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
On second down, it's Walker.
And down he'll go at the 25.
112 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give up the middle to Akers.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
On third down, here's Walker.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way down to the 39.
Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now Myers for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Here's Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 11, 21. Here we go. Set.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Seahawks, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll